Jones, the community manager of Lightmare Studios. This is a very interesting little game from a very interesting company that not only makes games, but helps developers learn how to make games. So we're very excited to bring you an intro on this, and we're going to let James introduce himself here.
Sure. Hello, everyone. As he said, my name is James Jones, Community Manager for Lightmare Studios. It's good to see everyone listening to what we're doing here with Infinity Wars, so thank you very much.
Alright, how did Infinity Wars get started?
So, all of us at Lightmare Studios are all gamers ourselves. We grew up playing games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Dominion, Versus, all of those kinds of different card games. So, we were looking for a digital product that kind of gave us the same satisfaction as playing those games, but online. You know, we played MTGO, we played MTG Planeswalkers, but we were really searching for something that gave us the same strategic depth and satisfaction as the physical games, but in a digital product. So, in our process of searching for it, we realized that it wasn't necessarily that we had to search for it, we could make it ourselves. So we simply took our passion for the product and the industry, combined them, and created Infinity Wars.
Tell us about the struggles of being a new face on the game publishing scene.
So, as most people may or may not know, this industry is pretty cutthroat. You know, it's a lot of dog eat dog. It's a lot of competition, a lot of mudslinging. But there's so many great products out there that people have, you know, the option of playing. Being a new face in the industry isn't necessarily a terrible thing, but it affords us a certain level of reprieve. We're able to define what we want to do with Infinity Wars, not based off of what other companies have done, but because we're trying to create something new. And that's exactly where we're going with Infinity Wars, and we're very proud of that.
How do you think crowdfunding has changed the gaming industry as a whole?
It's certainly given a lot more options to the industry in its entirety. Before crowdfunding, before Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Go Fund Yourself, things like that, there weren't many options for a company who simply didn't have any money to create a product. And now with crowdfunding, not only do those companies have the option of doing so, but they can also, you know, go out and create expansions, create ideas for their own products that previously may not have been available to them simply because they didn't have the money. So with crowdfunding, it's given the industry a lot of options, and it's given the player base a lot more to do with their money and with their free time. So it's definitely changed the scene a lot, and it's a good thing. It's definitely good for the industry.
What effect do you think the free-to-play with microtransactions model has had on the industry so far?
It's been a pretty mixed run. You've got kind of two sides of the coin here. On one hand, you've got gamers who simply want to pay for the game itself outright and have everything available to them right then and there. That's all well and good. Unfortunately, this is a card game. And when you hear card game, you typically think, okay, I need to collect cards, I need to build up my collection, I need to use some strategy and build up a deck. You know, that's typically what you think of when you hear card game. So how has it affected Infinity Wars? It really hasn't done very much, because what we're doing with the free-to-play microtransaction payment model is pretty much exactly what you would want to do by walking into a card shop, buying a couple of booster packs, or playing in, you know, some local hosted tournaments for free, and, you know, winning a pack every week. It's essentially what we're doing here, and simply by playing the game, you earn infinity points. So with those infinity points, you're able to buy booster packs. you can also purchase the exact same booster packs and starter decks that you would with Infinity Points with Lightmare Points. So there's no tangible advantage to spending money and not spending money. It is simply the mindset of, do I want to do this faster? Do I want to have a collection right now and here? Or do I want to play the game, earn my collection, get a little ego boost from, buying a pack for free and saying, this is awesome. I pulled a legendary from a pack that I got for free, so I essentially got a free legendary. There's so many things that you can do with the microtransaction model that you can't do with purchasing the game. Because if someone outright purchases the game, you have to give them everything. And Infinity Wars and pretty much all card games are so centralized around an economy, a community of gamers pooling their collective cards and their collective knowledge together to further enjoy the concept. And if you're just selling them the game and giving them all of the cards for free, there is no economy. There is no there is no community trying to enhance everyone's experience. It doesn't exist. So for us to create a digital product that is as true to the physical concept as possible is something really special that we're really proud to bring all of our users.
All right, that's very interesting. We're running a little long, so we're going to skip ahead to a question. Tell us a little about the engine that Infinity Wars runs on.
So we use Unity 3D to create Infinity Wars. For anyone inside the industry, you'll be pretty familiar with Unity 3D. It's very simple, very easy to use, but if done correctly, it can be extremely powerful. So we're very happy to be able to create this beautiful concept on such a simple engine.
So most gamers these days have a knee-jerk reaction to card games. A few of them have been good here and there, and a few are showing up as good here and there, but most of them have just been pretty terrible. How do you deal with that stigma that comes along with having a game like this?
I understand it entirely. That's why we created Infinity Wars in the first place, because like I said, we are gamers. We're in the exact same boat as everyone who has that issue. And when we see games like that, it's difficult for us to really enjoy playing the games ourselves. So we created Infinity Wars because we didn't find one that slaked our lust for strategic depth. But in the case of gamers coming to us and saying, how does Infinity Wars differentiate yourselves from the other games that have proven to not very good? Well, there's a lot of them on the market, and we simply say to you, play the game. If you're a fan of any kind of TCG, if you've ever played any TCGs in the past, you'll fall in love with Infinity Wars. You'll be right at home with the mindsets and the strategy, the bluff and prediction. It's all something that everyone wants to be a part of. They just don't know that it exists yet. So all I ask is you give Infinity Wars a try, because once you play it, once you go in the gameplay that you're seeing here on your screen, you're going to see just how different Infinity Wars is and just what we bring to the table from what the DCG genre has been before us.
Alright, so tell us a little about how your game is going to be handling tournaments, because I heard you were doing some special stuff with that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working on a really interesting partnership right now with Major League Gaming. What we're hoping to do is re-legitimize the MLG concept, which is professional esports, gamers playing games on the highest level of competition possible. That's been diminished a little bit over the years, but MLG is really dedicated to making sure that still exists, and we're dedicated to bringing that Friday Night Magic experience up to the highest possible levels of gaming competition. So we're hoping that Infinity Wars and our partnership with MLG is able to accomplish that feat, because it's not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy. But we're hoping that working alongside MLG to promote the tournament system, promote the highest levels of competition possible in card games and strategy, we're hoping we can bring that back.
Alright, so what advice do you have for new students of the industry, since you should have a special perspective on that due to how your company handles things?
Don't give up on a dream. If you have a concept in your head, if you really want to make something reality, do it. Don't be petrified by what else is in the industry, because there's a lot in the industry. For every concept that someone might think of, I guarantee you someone has already thought of it in a different way. But you may have something unique. Don't let that stop you from creating your concept. If you have something unique that you want to bring to the industry, find a way to do it. Because I guarantee you there's someone in the industry, there's one side that has already thought of what you're doing in a different way, and there's one side that really wants to hear what your concept is. Find that person. They will want to listen to it. They will want to help you, because no matter what, this industry is about making money, and everyone wants to make money. If you're creating a concept that is new and you honestly feel like it's unique, find a way to bring it to reality, because someone wants to make money off of it, and you probably want to leverage that. The industry's cutthroat. Don't give up on your concept.
Alright, so we got to cut it short here. We're running a little bit long, but we're going to end on you telling us one thing that you want gamers to remember about your game, because I think that'd be the best thing for us.
The industry is constantly evolving. Games itself is constantly evolving. What we define as video games is evolving. Infinity Wars is no different. We are going to continue evolving our concept. We are going to continue evolving how people view digital card games. And we want people to remember that no matter what you see in Infinity Wars, there is something new coming. There is something exciting coming. We want you to be a part of that. We want you to help us along with that, because our community is extremely important to us. A lot of companies out there, unfortunately, don't listen to what their player base tells them. All you have to do is visit our forums, our Facebook page, Twitter, doesn't matter. If you say something to us, I guarantee you 100% that it will be heard, it will be received, and it will be discussed internally. We may not respond to you outright. Most of the time we will. But I guarantee you that if you take the time to talk to us, we are going to take the time to review what you're saying. It's extremely important to us. So everything that you're seeing in the game is going to be evolving. Everything that you see us doing is for the betterment of this genre in its entirety. And we hope that people see that as well.
Alright, thank you, James. We're going to close here. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and we hope to have some more streams of this for you sometime in the future.